looks like a face. Kind of, right? Eyes, nose. Anyway. Hello. So I'm happy to report that my morning today is off to a better start. So I'm happy to report that there is actually growth on the plates that I had to reculture. So I don't remember the last one I was having a mini meltdown because there was just contamination. Nothing seemed to be working. But I cultured them out, and I knew that I would get a pure culture because as I thought it was the source that seemed to have been contaminated. I don't know, but it might be hard to see, but that white fluffiness, that's what I want. So this is the original agar plug. So this is what it's growing from, and then all of this is the mycelium or hyphae. Well, on the plate it's mycelium of the new pathogen. Look, it looks like a face, kind of, right? Eyes, nose. Anyway, and then this is another one. This one has a different kind of growth phenotype. So you have mostly the white mycelium, but it has like pigment, so it has started to melanize, but that's good. It's one type, so that's what I want. And then this one is another type, but this one grows darker, so this one is pigmented. And the pigmentation, it's often linked to the virulence, so I guess how aggressive it is in infecting, or its ability to infect. So that helps it seems, or at least most other pathogens. But that's good, so I can start working on them on Wednesday. So I'm really excited. Really excited though, really excited. So yeah, let's go. I am getting set up to do QC of the pathogen, so the one that at first was contaminated, but I've managed to grow pure culture from it. So essentially what I'll be doing is harvesting the spores and maybe a few of the mycelium and looking under the microscope to see their shape, size, etc. So what I need for that, I have a black cloth because I usually take a photo of it so I can reference it. I have sterile water, and here you have the black lines on autoclave tape. I have micropipettes, they're sterile. Micropipette tips, they're sterile. That's what they look like. And this is the micropipette I'll be using. I have some PCR tubes. I'm not doing any PCR, but they're small. I'm going to take some samples for the microscope. The foil was covering it. I have a funnel because I'm going to filter out like the debris from the plate, so the bigger pieces. And I have sterile cheesecloth that I'll put in the funnel. I think this is called a policeman or something policeman, but I'm just going to use it to dislodge the spores from the fungus that's on the plate. And I just have some twist tie to help keep the cheesecloth in the funnel. Here, I'm going to, because I have 3 different isolates, I'm going to harvest them in 50 ml tubes. These are sterile. I haven't opened them, so they came manufactured sterile. And I have some 2 ml cryo tubes, and these you can put them at freezing temperatures, so I'm going to store some of them. And this glowing thing is a back incinerator. I might need to use it, I'm not sure, but let's get into it. I'll be adding the lactophenol blue. Remember, it's that dye that stains the chitin in the fungal cell wall blue to provide some contrast. Where did I put it? Okay, I think I'll just use the larger bottle I use for staining. This is 5%. I usually use 0.1%. And again, this is how you can distinguish bacteria from fungi. Fungi, they have chitin, and chitin will be the stained blue. So let us do that, do my QC, so I'll know if I'll have an understanding, because again, this is the first time I'm working with this pathogen, so I'll have an understanding of the shape, size, and stuff. So just have a little bit of sample that I took from the 3 isolates. You can hardly see it. I think it's about 10 microliters. So let's go. So I'll just use some ethanol to clean the slide. Grab some cotton wipe. Just tissue paper. I tend to reuse the slides. And then I put a line down the middle. It's a half, 1, 2 on either side. I'm going to start with, I'm going to do 1. So I'm going to start with the lactophenol blue. See that it's a common denominator. Which is that? I think I'm going to do 10 microliters. No, let's keep it at 20. No, let's do 10. Oh my god. 10. Oops. There's some in the cover, so I'm just going to take that. This is what 10 looks like. Ooh, it's strong. I'll drop the tip off in a bin. Grab another tip. And I'm going to take the sample, so I'm going to pipe it up and down to mix. Oh! We're just going to put it on top. Give it a little mixy. Repeat the same for the other fungal sample. So I'm not worried about it being sterile outside. That's why I have this tip box open. And again, pipe it up and down to mix. Grab some, put it there, do a little mixy. Let me just show you what it looks like. This is one isolate, the other. Then I'll put the cover slip. Can I do it with one hand? Can I? Yes, I can. See the cover slip? Again, I'm not doing any storage, so I'm not too particular about how I place it. Can't see, but there's a cover slip on them. And then I look at it under the microscope. And I'm going to start from the lowest magnification. Seems that one, the conditions that I use, they aren't ideal for sporulation, or maybe spores occur much longer, so I might have to incubate them longer. But I did see hyphae because there was mycelium on the plate, so I see hyphae in the first one. So those are those in the image, it's those long pinkish fuchsia, because that is, I use a pinkish fuchsia stain. So those long ones, those are the hyphae or the mycelium that you use for foraging. And I guess if you look closely, then you might see some circles, and those are the spores. So yeah, that's good. So I'm going to put it somewhere here for the first one, the second one, and the third one. A long-ish day. It's almost 2, and I'm going to go next door to see what kind of snacks we got today. Today is Monday, so it's usually a new set that comes in. One chocolate is left. Let's have that. Oh, so we have cheese, bubbly. We need to drink some milk. Got milk. I'm out of here. Turn that light off. Yep. Ooh. I'll leave the door open so they know it's empty. Is it? All right, bye.